Alright guys, it's been a very long time since I actually took a look at MATIC network. Guys, we will be taking a look at some derivatives data and then we will talk about the price action itself. So guys, without any ado, let's jump on to the first piece of information right here, guys, coming from Binance Futures right here. Now this breakout is fucking real, obviously, right? From the price action itself, you are breaking ranges in the BTC pair itself and your USD pair obviously ripping to the upside like crazy. MATIC being a bulltard from these levels. And guys, how can we say that this breakout is most likely going to sustain and these price level floors are going to sustain is from the derivatives data right here, guys. Ever since the, let's just say, the previous 3-day candles have been a steady exponential rise in the open interest data with the price action going to the upside, guys. Now this means that this price action is real. We are talking about some real upside expansion on MATIC, and we'll be taking a look at some key levels of interest where the potential profit taking could happen. And are we going to constantly rip to the upside, or are we looking for some consolidation? Now guys, we would not be looking at any kind of consolidation until this until this open interest kind of flattens out and the interest starts to dissipate out of the market. Then we can talk about some consolidation to some downside, which we could be potentially looking at from these levels itself. But guys, until the daily trend for open interest is going to the upside and is scaling, is rising exponentially, we are looking fine in this breakout, right? So guys, let's jump onto the price action itself. Now check this 3-day candle, freaking beauty right here. And guys, this pattern again, guys, this is a stepping price action right here. And these sorts of patterns in any bull market, in any cryptocurrency bull market, are the strongest breakouts, guys. They are the strongest breakouts to the upside, and they are the strongest pennants as well, to be honest with you. Now this is not quite really a pennant, this is a range breakout. Pennants are something like that, bull pennants are something like that. Wait, let me just try to draw this one for you. Something like that. The price could do something like that, however, something like that. And then it squeeze around for something, for like a triangular kind of formation, and then it could break to the upside. That would be a pennant breakout, right? But guys, we are quite not dealing with a pennant breakout here. We are in a range bound situation which is happening between the floor and the upside roof right here, right? So we did explore out of it, we simply went out of it. And guys, to be honest with you, there was no buy signal coming from the 3-day time frame, whereas most of the price action happened in some small time frames, which was a key signal, right? Although now this one was one of the signals that you are not quite able to break below the 21 simple, and you are constantly putting in candles like these onto some key moving averages and a support level which is really strong, right? Which meant that yes, most likely you're going to expand to the upside. But with this amount of volatility and conviction, well, I didn't see that coming personally, guys. Me personally, I did not see this coming. This was a this is conviction, guys. This is conviction right here. This candle, 3-day candle right here, is conviction, and it really wants to climb to the upside, really wants to go to the upside. You could consolidate here, you could come back down into these levels, all the way around these levels in the macro, and you can still be bullish, right? You can, well, to be honest with you, you can still be bullish even if you come down all the way towards the 21 simple moving average. But guys, most likely by the time you're going to be retesting this moving average, this moving average would have climbed above this region right here, which is going to be at your 45 cents. So watch for the 3-21 simple moving average catching up to these levels, climbing onto these levels right here, and then could get reaccumulated and then blast the upside back again. But guys, most likely this is not going to stop as of the price action, to be honest with you. This is looking like a conviction. This is looking like a convicted move. Now check out the RSI as well. You bounced out of the 60 right here. Now you are losing. Okay, all right. Now 6 hours down the line into this RSI trend, you're looking weak right here. Something is wrong, it looks to me like. Well, the RSI trending behavior has started crossing to the downside as well. All right guys, you do have some confluence of information right here. Now how do you really want to summarize this up? You can summarize this up by defining a risk management point. But guys, let's be very honest, nobody knows where the bottom is, where the top is, but you can certainly define a risk management or some invalidation zones, right? So guys, to be honest with you, your immediate trend bias is going to be defined by this level right here. Now your risk management is certainly quite lower than these current price points, right? You're 30% lower than these points, and you're 30% to the upside and 25% to the downside in terms of your risk management, guys. So basically you just expanded. Whenever you expand, guys, your immediate risk management is going to be pretty big. That's why you don't want to enter MATIC network markets with your entire chunk of savings. Let's be very honest with that as well, because you have a huge range. You are gonna bash your head against the wall if you enter your entire liquidity into this asset. If you throw your entire liquidity into this asset right here, you will bang your head against the wall most likely 10 times a day because you just broke out of range and you're quite volatile into these regions, right? All right, so now what really has to happen for this current for this current candle, for this current trend to continue to the upside, is the fact that we really have to hold on to this bullish cross right here, which is not looking that strong, to be honest with you. But if you start trending to the upside like this, if you start closing, you have some constant 3-day green candles, now in this case white candles, above these price points, guys, then this TSI cross would strengthen to the upside, and then that could mean that, yeah, you're looking at $1.05, probably $2 MATIC pretty soon, man, pretty soon, because this candle is looking quite full of conviction right here. Now MATIC is yet another asset which has quite outperformed the entire crypto market, guys. This is up 13,000%, and a lot of assets are struggling. Now MATIC really flipped the NFT and the DeFi space itself, guys. They're a different ecosystem itself, and they started off from Ethereum blockchain, and then now they have their own native blockchain doing DeFi and NFT itself. So crazy things under development for MATIC, for Polygon, guys. Crazy, right? All right. So now you do want to hold these levels. Let's just jump on to the small time frames, the daily time frame as well. The daily getting accumulated with the 55 simple. Now beauty. This is what I call beauty. This is a perfect continuation drive coming from the 55 simple moving average, guys. You would certainly have some hidden bullish divergence, to be honest with you. Yeah, you do have some hidden bullish divergence right here between these levels from this point and this point as well. You have a lot of hidden bullish divergence. You had to expand, man. You had a crazy moving average support, and you were constantly closing above this. Now check this candle right here, guys. Even after this rejection, spinning top coming from the 21 simple, you rejected any downside price action happening from this support region right here. This is why this expansion had to happen, man. This was bound to happen, right? Now further down the line, what could possibly happen is the fact that, yes, you could head sideways again. You could be chopping, guys, because look, it looks to me like the simple move has already happened. Now if you're trading MATIC in the small time frames, 180% gains to the upside in one single trade would have been crazy, right? This is what you're waiting for. These are the opportunities that you're looking for. But if you're holding this one, if you're coming from these levels, you're completely fine, as the trend is still continuing. You're going to be completely fine until this low hold, guys. This low right here, this is a higher low, which is significantly higher from this macro low right here, guys. This was the previous low under formulation. This entire range right here, you significantly up, which means that, yes, your long-term risk management is going to be this region right here, standing at 30 cents. That is your long-term risk management. If you're investment long, consider getting out of MATIC markets if you drop below these levels right here, right? Guys, I'm not going to be telling you what to do with your money. This is not a financial advice. Nothing coming from this channel or any YouTube channel for that matter is going to be a financial advice, right? We YouTubers are quite sick of rambling this sentence again and again, but we have to do that. We don't want to get into any kind of trouble, let's just say. That's why this is not financial advice. You are responsible for your losses and your profits. All right, guys. Now, do we have any divergence shaping up? Yes, you do. It's not confirmed as of now. It's not really confirmed as of now. But if you start putting on some series of red candles onto these levels right here, yes, you will confirm divergence between this point and this point right here. And then you would at least retest the 21 simple first, and then you will come back for the 55 retest, right? 55 simple moving average. Now by that time, these moving averages would have climbed to the upside. Looks to me like the daily risk management is starting to shape up, and it is coming towards these candle closes right here, guys, as the moving average is climbing onto the resistance point right here at the 44 cents level. So basically the daily time frame really has to close above these price points. If you start losing this level on the daily closing basis, most likely you will get into a very choppy environment on MATIC, and it would be better off sitting in the sidelines waiting for any next expansion of the upside, guys, if you lose out on these levels right here, right? For the extreme small time frames, this is your risk management right here. All right, for that matter, let's jump into even further small time frames, which is going to be a 4 hourly analysis. Is generally not really helpful, but guys, look, you know my opinion on this rectangular breakouts. They are quite real, man. They're quite real, judging by the history of any piece of price action, guys. This price action happened on Solana as well, on Polkadot itself, and guys, both of them had a crazy breakout, basically let me just say that these breakouts were point of no return. Now, what do I mean by point of no return? Basically, price didn't come onto these levels after we broke above those levels, right? So basically, a lot of basically going on. Quite annoying, right? Guys, I'm trying my best to be more and more proficient in English. Well, the saying goes, like, you have to try until you succeed. Most likely I will succeed in terms of serving you people with better information and communicate in a better way. Until then, guys, you got to bear with me. Help me grow this channel, as we are aiming to be the most sophisticated trading community all throughout the YouTube, guys. And it looks to me like the engagement is quite down these days, man. Look, this is what happens when you are formulating a consolidation range in crypto markets and you are getting accumulated by strong hands, guys. If you're still watching this content right here, even after the market shook off and even after the interest has died down in the Google Trends itself, guys, you're looking at cryptocurrency's trend going to the downside for the previous weeks or something like that, right? And guys, if you're still here watching this content, most likely you are here to stay. Most likely you want to learn. You have that passion building up for crypto markets. And guys, guess what? This is the most rewarding industry for that matter, guys. I can say this with utmost conviction. I've seen a lot of industries. I've seen corporate as well. I've worked in corporate, man. I've done so many things in life. This is the most rewarding industry. Let me be very clear with that. So much potential, man. So much potential. So much. Holy crap, guys. Once you start understanding blockchain and once you start understanding how these things actually work and how they can actually shape up this entire financial system and how it can actually potentially revolutionize the entire human monetary system, guys, it's just crazy. It's just madness, and it literally blows your brains away. And guess what? I guess, all right, it's not a guess. It's a statement. For a fact, I can say that, let's just say 2020, 2030, 2040, 50, guys, the crypto industry is gonna grow, guys. It's gonna grow. It's simply gonna exponentially grow to the upside. And in these times, specifically in this 5 to 10 year time frame, this is the most rewarding industry, guys. This is probably the most rewarding industry. If you're thinking of taking crypto markets as full time, guys, there are tons of things. There are a lot of contents coming. There is a lot of content coming from BitBoy Crypto as well, who can suggest you what you can actually do in this vast crypto market, guys. The opportunities are completely endless. You can do so many things. You can simply hodl these assets and be fucking millionaires out of $100, man. Lot of people simply investing freaking $100 into protocols which were supposedly going to be revolutionizing the human life form itself. Let's just say, well, a lot of people have actually done that. A lot of people making seed investments in Ethereum below 10 cents, guys. Below 10 cents. The ICO price for Ethereum, guys, Ethereum was practically distributed for free. That is what happened back in the good old days, guys. That is what happened. And look at where Ethereum is at. Look at what Ethereum is doing at right now, guys. People who invested in the seed phase for Ethereum, guys, let's just say investing above $1 as well on Ethereum would have been massive amount of returns by this amount of time, guys. And this is what life-changing money looks like. This is why protocols which are going to bring humanity together and going to push everybody to the upside as a whole, guys, they are the protocols you got to find. They are the things you got to look for. They are the hidden gems you got to find. And to be honest with you, protocols like Ethereum, which are completely revolutionizing the entire financial system, guys, it had to happen. It was inevitable. I did not see this coming. Nobody else could have seen this coming. Well, let's just say 99% of people could not have seen this coming. Let's just say the 1% of people who have been hodling Ethereum below $1 levels are the true revolutionaries or the visionaries or something like that. Guys, you can be the next visionary. If you are involved in these markets, you have a critical thinking brain process. You have a risk-taking mindset as well, which means that potentially you could have the highest reward opportunity in terms of your peers. And if you look around yourself, you could simply blast of your current economic situations as well, current financial situations as well. A lot of fucking ramble about crypto markets, right? Guys, we are talking about price action. I will stick to that henceforth until the end of this video. Guys, you're breaking range, and these ranges are pretty strong in terms of breakout. Now, the 4-hour time frame, risk management stays above these levels right here again, guys. I do not see any risk management happening onto these levels, as this is still under expansion. The volatility is still under expansion. You have not redlined, which means that your move is not over yet. You can completely expand again again. But the RSI is crazily overbought, guys, crazily overbought. This is why we're looking at a little correction right here. Obviously this had to happen after some crazy RSI extension, guys. RSI has never been into these levels historically on MATIC. Holy moly, this is quite true, man. This is quite true. All right. RSI on MATIC USD, we have a history, guys. This is a history. This is what history looks like. RSI on 4-hour time frame, this is the all-time high. With the price action itself, RSI printing on some. All right, we do have a candidate right here. Okay, but celebrations are canned. No celebrations for the RSI all-time high, because we have actually done that before. When did we do that actually? I think wait, let me just reconfirm it. These were the levels, right? Let me just go ahead with some vertical trend line so that we can actually pinpoint the price itself. This was your exact point right here, right? Jump to the price action. Yep, you aligned perfect. Holy cow, man. You aligned with the previous all-time high with the RSI onto these levels. Could that mean that we are doing something like that again and again? No, guys, guess what? We are in a completely different market dynamic situation right now. We are in a bull trend. We are in a fucked out bull trend. Is that what we are in? Crazy bull trend, right? And specifically in protocols like MATIC and Polygon network, you are bound to look at these kind of price action, guys. After every single squeeze, you will expand to the upside. You will constantly drive your targets, price action targets to the upside again and again, guys. Now here comes your price action targets, which reminds me that why did I do this in the beginning of the video itself? All right. Coming from this range resolution right here, we can take this top right here. We do have a lot of confluence of price action happening. This is why you're aligning perfect with the 314. So you are topping out on 314 in the interim price action behavior right here, which could mean that yes, you can come back down all the way towards the 1.618, hover here, accumulate here, get the price action picked up, guys, and let the sellers step out of the market for your stage to be clear for yet another move to the upside, guys. And out of this entire consolidation range, we could be looking at 4.236, 7.618, 10.764. Eventually, step by step, guys. You do not want to get ahead of yourself. So basically, this trend gets into jeopardy if you lose out on this level, guys. Multiple confluences confirming the fact that $0.58 levels are your significant levels in your extreme small time frames. Now, I'm not talking about this analysis right here, guys. I'm talking about the macro resolution, as the 3-day is also resolved to the upside, and your 3-day and your first point of risk management on 3-day time frame is here, guys. It's here. It's not this one, it is here. And your, let's just say your macro risk management is here. So this is where your point of failure occurs. If you go below these levels right here, most likely you're going to fail, and most likely you will come back down and test these levels of interest right here with the 55 simple happening on the 3-day time frame, right? Now, guys, let's jump onto another chart, which is certainly way more bullish than the fucking USD price action itself. Is the MATIC network against Bitcoin, guys. Now, if you remember from the previous analysis, guys, I was talking about how significant this level is right here. And guess what, guys? This one held up. Round of fucking applause for MATIC against Bitcoin right here. It held up, man. It held up with the utmost significant right here, guys. This was a key significant retest of this breakout of this entire range right here, man. And this was an opportunity. This was a crazy opportunity. And guys, look, this opportunity got confirmed with this pin bar right here on 3-day time frame, right? You are wicking again and again with the 21 simple on 3-day time frame with a macro support level right here, guys. This is why you expanded. Holy fuck, man. You got expanded for 100%. Almost a 200% leg to the upside. Crazy. I would not be surprised if you do see a lot of volatility chop right here, and you take a lot of time until you do resolve this one to the upside back again. But guys, this was a crazy expansion to the upside, which confirms the fact that 1, 2, 3, you are constructing your third wave to the upside, guys. This was your first wave. Your second wave, correction wave, got finished right here. You are in your third wave. Could we be in a top right here? Could we? It could be possible. But as far as you're not really confirming this top right here on a macro closing and an opening basis, this will trend to the upside, guys. This will simply trend to the upside. Nothing to be scared of in the small time frames. In the mid time frame, the 3-day time frame, all those small time frames will start getting really volatile, guys. This is what I mean by getting volatile. This is what I fucking mean, guys. You get deviated for about, let's just say, guys, let's talk about this fuck off rejection candle right here on the hourly time frame. Now you get deviated by 36% from your base moving average, which is the 21 simple moving average, that is when you start correcting, guys. This is when you start correcting. Now this is significant kind of deviation right here, guys. In a trending behavior, 30 to 40% deviation from mean moving averages calls for correction. This is when you got to be vigilant. If you are going for a highly exposed, highly fucking uncautious, long leverage positions, guys, this is when you don't want to jump into long, man. This is what you want to do. This is what you don't want to do. Look at this one out right here. You got deviated for about a 60% to the upside from the key moving average, guys. You corrected, man. You fucking corrected for a very long time. This is why you do that. You want to stay away from exuberance like that, right? You want to stay away from this price action. If you've missed out on this entire reaccumulation range, most likely you've missed out on a huge chunk of price action. And do not FOMO, guys. Do not FOMO. Look, you have so many other assets lined up for such kind of moves to the upside, and most likely they will make it happen. You have to be patient about it. Just stick to some key projects. Just stick to something which is usable, guys. Don't stick to something which you'll just be all right. I'm making this statement according to the current market dynamics. I'm not talking about the long-term investment perspective. If you're looking for returns which are going to be coming out in a month's time frame, guys, you have to situate your ass into something functional. You have to situate your ass basically something which is in DeFi, guys. Let's be very clear and honest with that. That is going to yield you some sort of return over 1 month time frame. But when you're talking about hodling something, you don't expect any return for any amount of time frame. You're fundamentally bullish on that. Guys. This is why you don't refresh your blockfolio or your trading account if you're hodling something. You separate your hodl stash and put it into a ledger, guys. Look, let me talk about facts right here. 80% of my funds are in ledgers which are not with me. Guys, I'm very paranoid. I keep my security utmost tight. Nobody can really access my funds on the ledger. The ledger is not fucking with me, man. And the passphrase is also not with me. It's with blah blah blah. Let's just say it's with me, and with half of the passphrase with me and half of the passphrase is with somebody else. That is the most secure way I could ever determine for me personally, guys, and that person is on some other part of the world itself, right? So that is why those funds can never be accessed, right? So if you want to hodl anything, you want to put those things into ledger, and you don't want to touch that, guys. We are dealing with some revolution right here, and if you trust in some technology, just buy and forget about it. Most likely it's gonna give you that gazillion million X returns or something like that, guys. Because look, somebody holding Bitcoin from below $1 levels, check out the amount of returns they've gotten until this price point, man. Crazy, right? That is the blockchain. That is the potential we're looking at, guys. Adoption for crypto markets are nothing right now. Nothing. If you trust in something, buy and hold it. Don't touch it, man. Don't fucking touch it. The more you'll touch it, the more you'll think like, let's just buy it, just sell it over here, let's buy it lower or something like that. Guys, you don't do that with your hodl stash. You do that with your trading stash. All right, your trading stash is different, your hodl stash is different. All right, guys. Okay. So let's get back to the video itself. So your risk management on some key moving averages and some key moving time frames as well is this, guys. This is why you're quite deviated. You do not want to get into this trend right now. Could you talk about some upside onto these levels, guys? We can certainly talk about that. If we honestly, I do not see any point of interest for any ranging behavior. Well, we can talk about this one right here, as this is the clearest I can see. Guys, you almost 7.618 coming from this entire accumulation range, eyeing for a 10.764, hovering somewhere around 2200 satoshis, guys. That could be a possibility, because look at this gigantic girth, man. Holy crap, look at this green candle right here. Well, this is white right here, but man, this is crazy piece of price action on a 3-day closure basis, guys. This is one single candle ripping about 100% move to the upside in one single candle coming from these levels. Yep. Now, guys, MATIC is infamous for these things as well. Coming from the bear market. Now, remember, this was a bear market, right? This is what happened on MATIC against Bitcoin, man. This is something which I can never forget. Was I involved here? No, I was not involved. But I was looking at the price action when it was happening in front of my own eyes. And this was madness, man. In one single 3-day candle, you were down 72%. This is what caused a mark on a lot of people's brains. And guys, this is why you lost this low right here. You made new lows aligning with your listing lows, and then you went to the upside. This is where your strong hand stood. And this is when your key changes in the protocol took place. And guys, guess what is happening? Does that mean history is going to repeat? Most likely not, because this catastrophic move rarely happens, man. This is a rare occasion right here, right? So I don't think this is going to happen. Just check this out. Check this candle out right here. This is signifying strength, and any reversal most likely will be called out in small time frames, guys. Most likely it will be called out in a small time frame. As of now, I do think this is going to get into consolidation. This is going to get into a long form of consolidation. MATIC against BTC is going to get into consolidation. This is what is going to happen in the coming days until you're resolving a 12-hour closure above this price point right here, or you are wicking above this level right here, which is quite far, guys. You've rejected some key levels for all the way about 25%, right? Until you're taking these levels out to the upside, until you are taking these levels to the downside, you have your range perfectly defined. So, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel, and most likely I'll be posting another video today. Until then, bye for now.